everyone, and welcome to my podcast Raw in Wonderland. Today, we're stepping into one of the most magical universes ever created, the Harry Potter world. Imagine receiving an owl delivering a letter that invites you to Hogwarts for a master class. 2 semesters of spells, friendships, and unforgettable lessons await you. What would we learn? How could it change us? In this episode, we'll explore what the Harry Potter universe teaches us about courage, relationships, resilience, and even magic in our daily lives. So, grab your wand or just a coffee and let's step onto platform 9 3/4 together. And now comes the moment of truth, the sorting ceremony. Picture yourself sitting on the stool, the sorting hat placed on your head. Its voice echoes in your mind, considering where you truly belong. Let me share my personal Hogwarts dilemma. I've always felt torn between Gryffindor and Slytherin. My heart feels closer to Gryffindor because of the friendships, the courage, and the sense of loyalty. Those things resonate deeply with me. But then there's Slytherin, which matches my academic style, my determination, and the part of me that has always been driven to succeed. Honestly, I think if I wore that hat, it would whisper Slytherin, and I would hear it loud and clear. I admit that I used to think Slytherin was all about dark personalities and cunning schemes, while Gryffindor had the cheerful, friendly types. But then I realized, if we let it stay that way, Slytherin will never get its chance to shine. What if people like me, caring, loyal, and determined, chose Slytherin? Couldn't we help reframe its image? After all, ambition doesn't have to be selfish, and cleverness can be used for the good. So, if you're like me and feel torn between two houses, or even if you think you don't belong anywhere, remember this. The sorting hat doesn't define who you are. It helps you see who you could be. Maybe we need brave Slytherins and strategic Gryffindors to show us the magic that comes from blending the best of both worlds. And now, let's talk about spells as daily tools. The Harry Potter universe is filled with spells that, if we think about it, have real-life applications. Here are a few of my favorites and how we can use them in our daily lives. First one, Riddikulus. This spell turns something terrifying into something funny. Harry used it to transform a boggart into Snape wearing Neville's grandmother's clothes. What scares you? Just think about it. And then imagine reframing it with humor. The next time you're stressed about a presentation, picture your boss in bunny slippers and problem solved. The second one, Lumos. Bringing light to darkness, both literally and metaphorically. Stuck in a tough situation? Imagine casting Lumos in your mind, finding clarity, hope, and a way forward. Accio. This spell summons objects to you, but in life, it's about calling in what you truly desire. Think of it as setting intentions. What do you want to Accio into your life? Just try to answer this question. You can also write down the answers on your notebooks. And the last one, Expecto Patronum. Summon your happiest memory to ward off dark thoughts. Harry used it to fight Dementors. You can use it to push back against self-doubt. Picture your Patronus. What would it be? Mine might be a sarcastic but lovable cat turning into a golden lion. And now, let's talk about the power of friendship and community in Hogwarts. The trio of Harry, Hermione, and Ron reminds us the magic of friendship. Their bond shows us that teamwork, trust, and loyalty can overcome even the darkest of challenges. Each of them brings something unique. Harry's courage, Hermione's logic, and Ron's loyalty. Dumbledore's wisdom shines here. He says, "Help will always be given at Hogwarts to those who ask for it." This reminds us the importance of leaning on our friends and seeking support when needed. Take a moment to think about your own life. Who are your Harry, Hermione, and Ron? The friends who bring courage, wisdom, and humor to your days. Cherish them like the trio cherished each other. And now, let me share a few lessons from the professors. First one is Dumbledore, a beacon of wisdom and kindness. His words, "It does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live," remind us to stay present and take action. So, we need to stop continuously getting prepared for life and just start living it. And my second favorite Dumbledore quote says, "Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light." And the second professor, Snape, the misunderstood anti-hero. He teaches us resilience, the strength to stand firm even when misunderstood, and the power of love and sacrifice. Professor McGonagall, the no-nonsense professor with a heart of gold. She reminds us to balance discipline with compassion. And the last one, Hagrid, a reminder to nurture what we love, whether it's magical creatures or the people in our lives. In Hogwarts, I also learned a lot about facing challenges and growing resilient. Harry's journey from the cupboard under the stairs to facing Voldemort shows us that resilience is built step by step. He didn't start as a hero, he grew into one. Neville Longbottom is another example for this. He went from being the forgetful kid to destroying Horcrux. If Neville can find his strength, so can you. Sometimes resilience is about showing up even when you're scared. Whether it's casting Lumos in dark moments, laughing with friends like Ron, or facing fears with Riddikulus, the magic of Hogwarts is always with us. Remember, you don't need a wand to bring a little magic into your life. It's already inside you. Thank you for joining me in this magical episode of Bra in Wonderland. If you enjoyed this journey, please share it with someone who loves Harry Potter as much as we do. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and always remember, mischief managed. Bye guys!